while I'm working those angles unsuccessfully, this radio thing starts happening in another segment of life, to the point where then what happens is word gets out, the labels start calling, and they're calling me saying, "Hey man, can you send me this song?" And a couple of them, I was like, "Hey man, if you look in your desk, it might be there already. I'll send it." Probably have it. And that sort of started this sort of bidding thing. The situation that we liked the most was in LA. I secretly wanted to get to LA just because so much of my childhood was there, and just always had dreams of California, Los Angeles, and being around the Dodgers and being able to go to Dodger games. So that was a natural fit. My brother was already out there, so we started gravitating toward the LA labels, which led us to just signing with who we did. And yeah, and that was how it jumped off.
At this time, did Teddy hear "If I Ever Fall in Love," or had you written it when you were down in Virginia?
Yeah, that is actually, if I ever fall in love, is how my brother got Teddy's attention. When my
Oh,
brother ran up on Teddy and was like, that was his pitch. Just listen to my brother's group's demo. And Teddy being Teddy, he heard it. Teddy heard it immediately.
oh, but then
Mhm.
he okay, so he could have made a call to get it signed, or was he was with the Michael Jacksons, lots of going on, and he just couldn't focus on it?
What Teddy wanted to do was use one of his label deals, the one at Hollywood at Disney. He wanted us to be the sort of signature act on his label there. So you take If I Ever Fall in Love, and we make it an album, and then we'd be signed to Hollywood, and then we'd be released that way. Something we thought was amazing. We thought that'd be, I mean, yeah, come through Teddy Riley super slowly, and it just never emerged.
Wow.
But we definitely wanted it.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
Teddy heard If I Ever Fall in Love, and was going to plan to use it as the way to launch us through that particular labor deal.
Okay, but then
Yeah,
how did you guys then leave to go back then? How long were you there before you moved back to DC then?
it was informal because nothing was happening.
Mm,
We never lived there. We were just driving back and
okay.
forth from DC to Virginia Beach all the time, and we just kind of got a sense we it never the Hollywood deal, ink never really dried on that. And when it was, I guess by the time it did,
and kind of moved on, but we had never actually signed, we had never formally signed
Okay.
Eddie because those deals were still being formulated. So
Okay.
we just we stayed free agents, and we never. That was one smart thing we never did, was to sign anything with anyone until our actual sort of major label deal came out. And even
Okay.
then, I wanted to be an independent label and somehow do it. But then I realized that If I Ever Fall in Love was taking off so fast that
You need to
um,
capitalize on it.
oops, I'm gonna plug in my iPad. There was no way that we would have the resources to be able to give that record the support it needed, because clearly it was going places that I never thought it was capable of going.
Why did you decide to not use music behind that version, the original one, and just do a cappella?
I want to give you like a deep answer, but the truth is, Boys to Men.
Oh, yesterday?
that's the that's the real answer. Yeah, that song just popped off, and yeah, just that was just like, oh man, if we could pop off like that, it answers checks a lot of boxes, shows you can sing, just checks off a lot of boxes that needed to be done, and it was yeah, it was just kind of really hopping on a wave in that moment, saying, all right, let's see if an acapella song will work. And
Mm,
at the time, it was yeah, they weren't doing it, but during that time to sort of prove yourself singing. I think it is for a group in general, just like singing something a cappella, specifically like hits now, you know, quite ironically, people use my song. My song has kind of become a standard of what you use to sort of prove your singing chops when you're a group. I have literally never heard a group not sing "If I Ever Fall in Love." Like,
Yeah,
ever.
American Idol
It's
and all
just
those
kind of,
shows.
it's almost like this rite of passage, right? It's
Yeah,
almost like this rite of passage thing, which is crazy because that's exactly what we were doing at that time. So now to actually have one of those songs is even crazy to say out loud, just because it's so surreal.
mm,
But yeah, I wanted to have something. What was different about ours though was, most of these other songs were remakes. That it wasn't original doing that, and
mm.
that was it was a different twist on it. It yeah, it was something just new, a cappella that just didn't happen. Usually there was always a remake of some capacity, some kind of cover, and it just had this sort of haunting when it wasn't intentional, but when we recorded it, just sort of the progression, the way we sang it just sort of had this haunting vibe. So it just kind of grabbed attention immediately. So yeah, it was just let's do something different.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
And somewhere in between
us for even loving us, on which I did miss you really.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No. Okay.
They don't understand what Jodeci's voice winning Oscars.
Play it.
And all these guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different genres.